All right, guys, you see the caption? We are going to talk about the spreads in the market. Let's move right onto the phone screen. See you guys there. All right, so today we are talking about the spreads in the market, which broker is recommended. I will recommend a broker, and the link will be in the description if you guys like what I'm showing you. Please feel free to hit the subscribe and share the video for further videos. Okay. Um. All right. So let's get down into this. So we are going to use Traders Way, and we are going to use IC Market and Hot Forex and FX Choice. And today we are going to start with FX Choice. All right. So this was our counter blower a couple of months ago playing greedy on a strategy, and it just went to for something and I just left it there, right? So we are dealing with the Euro USD. So trader FX Choice, you will find the spread over here 58. So if you guys have the charts that the currency pairs looking like this, what you need to do is to hold on, and this will come up and you go to advanced view mode and you will see spread. So normally when you have a broker, you will find your currency chart looking just like this. So what you guys would do, let me do it on the demo, right? Demo. So most of us will do this. Okay, we went into our broker, and our charts will look like this. All right, so what we're gonna do is, okay, I want to make a trade on Euro USD. We open the chart and we didn't check spread, we didn't check nothing, and we saw this thing. Let's say after we do our trend lines, our support and our resistance and all of these things, and then we say, okay, this thing is going on for a sell, so we pass out. Now we wonder after why I have a perfect entry and I'm seeing so much of drawdown in my account as I take the trade. Now you would pay in advance. For most brokers, you would pay commissions and you would pay for your spread as well. You wouldn't pay for your spread. They will give you a spread that is a couple of pips away. All right. So for this trade, it was a 6 cents commission, and my spread, they place me 3 pips, about 3 pips plus average. So for example, in other words, what I'm saying is that let's go in chat. How can we see how many spreads, how tight the spread is, and what is the spread to enter that particular trade? So what I will do, I will hold long my pair and I will press advanced view mode, and I will see now spread for each currency pair. That will be the distance they will place me when I enter a trade. All right. So for example, I am entering this trade for a sell Euro USD. Doesn't matter the time frame. The lower time frame you go, you would see the spread much in a bigger picture. All right, so let's say if I go the time 5 minute, you would see now on the M5 the spread has just, the two lines became small, and if I go M15 you will see it shrink If I go hourly, you would see it getting more small. It got more small. If I go to the 4 hours, it just became very small. And if I go to the daily, it has become very, very small. But let's say, okay, I went in Euro USD and I am going to take a trade and I'm going in for a sell and I just took a trade, right? You would see here and you would say, okay, this thing is looking small. It's a perfect entry. But if I really go to the 1 minute time frame, I'm going to see how far they actually place me away from my trade. If you understand where I'm coming from, how far the broker actually place me away from my trade. So this, from this red to this blue, I'm break it down simple. This is actually the distance. So for example, here would be how much or distance that I actually entered. Here is where I entered, but this red line has to reach this blue line before I go in profit. All right. So really and truly, I entered over here exactly where I wanted. But before my trade go into profit, this red line has to meet this blue line, and this blue line will be somewhere around here. All right. So it means that I have to go down. My losses have to be in down. It has to be the pips. In other words, the pips, how to put this thing? The spread has to come down, because right now the spread is all the way up here and it has to be over here before my trade enter in profit. All right, so I believe I explained this thing good. So let's talk about different brokers now. Now, as I said before, or I probably didn't say it as yet, my country is Trinidad and Tobago. Depending on the time frame, you see afternoon around 4 o'clock, minutes to 5, 6, and like a little after 7, you are going to get very high and ridiculous spread. So the spreads fluctuate very quickly. So we was at 32 just now and it's at 20, all right? So at this time it's now 6, and you see what you can see it right here from 20, 40, because it hit 6. You are getting it live. It's hit 6 p.m. my time zone, and spreads is going pretty high. So you can see GBP CHF was 1 something just now, and now it's 66. All right, so it's 81. So that means if I enter a trade, it's 92. If I enter a trade, let's say it's at 100, right? GBP CHF is 100. See? GBP CHF, let's say it's 100. I'm viewing the chart. You would see now this is how big that spread is. Let's say this between here to here is 100. So that means 10 pips. All right? So that means 10 pips. So, for example, Euro USD would be a spread of 30, which that will be 3 pips, right? GBP USD will be a spread of 26, which let's put it at 2.6 pips, 2.4 pips, all right? So, USD CHF would be a spread of, let's put it at a round rough number of 80. That will be 80, which that will be 8 pips. Now, let's say if I take a trade on Euro USD and I said I'm going for a sell. So I'm in for a sell, and that's like 10 pips. Sorry, the spread the spread is 11. All right, 12. I believe I took it at 10. So this will be 1.2 pips. All right, so that will be 1.2 pips. So you would see here that it is practically the commission because I entered perfectly. So for example, let's do another trade. So spread 22 on the JBP USD, that will be 2 pips. So they will enter me 2.2 pips in the trade. And let's say I'm going for a sell. So I'm supposed to be in like 20 something cents. See? 2 pips. Now I will make another video on pertaining what is a pip for my beginners. Alright? So I'm hope that this is very important. So the lower the spread is, it's good entry for a trade. So for example, alright, if I'm taking a trade with low spread and high spread, what is the difference? So let's take a trade with a low spread like Euro USD. I'm taking the next one. Let me close off the ones that I have presently. So I'm closing off the ones that I have presently. Sorry for the noise in the background, guys. Alright, sorry for the noise in the background. So I'm going to take a trade on Euro USD, which is spread 6 to 7. That will be 0.7 pips or 0.6 pips, alright? So I'm entering the trade for a sell. Now they will enter me in the trade 0.7, 0.6. So that will practically be the spread. And up here now, that's 7 cents. That would be the spread. And up here now, you would see 13. So 7 add 13. That additional will come from my commission. So remember, you pay a commission for entering the trade on most brokers, okay? So I hope that sums it up a little bit. Let's talk different brokers now. So FX choice, Euro USD is spread 16.17, but on Traders Way we had a spread of 7.6. So let's move on to Hot Forex. Hot Forex would be a spread on the Euro USD of 30. It was 30 just now. It went to 20, 19, and it's 13 and it's coming down, alright? So it's depending on the time of the market. The spreads moves very quickly. Let's move to IC market and let's check spread. So on the Euro USD on IC market, where everybody love, it is 36. Now this broker don't charge you a commission to enter the trade. So this is why they place you far away from the trade. So what something that I saw IC market does, right? For example, they move the spreads really quickly and they move it very rapid. So let's say now if I'm going to enter a trade on an 8 spread, you see the chart 0 spread for entering this trade. So they charge 1 pip, 1.1 for entering this trade, right? So let's say at that particular time I'm entering this trade at maybe a pip or a pip 0.2, which is 12, and I'm going to enter the trade, and the time I take to enter the trade, they jack up the spread by 40, 35, probably around the quick, right? Just an example. Sometimes it happen, sometimes it don't happen. It happen for multiple brokers, and all brokers do jack up spreads at certain times, and depending on the volatility of the market, spreads go pretty insane. So Traders Way, which is the broker that I recommend, spreads are very average at certain point in time. So depending on which currency pair at that time, spreads are really low. So Euro USD, it's a 1 pip, which is a 10. That is a 1 pip to enter the trade. And something that I'm going to touch on, I'm going to show you a little more in depth about the spread. And I'm going to use, let me use, okay, I didn't take no trade there. Let me use IC market demo. Alright, so let me look for a currency pair that has alright, so bear with me, guys. So I want to show you guys something. So let's say the GBP AUD, I'm going to take a trade, and now you would what you spread it at, let's put it at 80, right? That will be 8 pips. So for example, if I'm going to enter this trade, and I'm going to enter this trade for a standard lot, they are going to place me in this trade $8 loss automatically. So for entering this trade, they place me, or I believe the spread drop. You see, the spread drop when I entered the trade. So they entered me in a 30 pip, with a commission of $7. So let's do our next one. GBP NZD spread 90, which that would be about $9 on a about $9 on a standard lot, $90 on a standard lot, most believe. So they entered me with a $7 plus this amount of drawdown in my account. Alright, so I hope that you understand this video, and I hope that it's helpful. So always, my point is, always before you enter a trade, please guys, watch your spread. Make sure the spread on that particular trade is low. See, 990. Let's enter on the 0. One time I entered on a 0 spread. If it goes, I go directly in profit. You understand? So you see the difference between low spread and high spread. So if I enter in high spread, I will be in a lot of drawdown in my account automatically when I'm placed in a trade. If I enter on low spread, I will be in less drawdown or minimal drawdown in my account. Okay, let's try this one. So as you see, minimal drawdown in my account as I enter the trade. All right, so your spread is very important in helping you guys to go further with your trading ability. Okay, so Traders Way do offer a lot of currency pairs. That is what I like. and they offer cryptocurrency. You can also trade cryptocurrency and metal. Well, all brokers do that, right? So you can trade crypto. This is why I love Traders Way as well. All right, you can trade crypto and they give you fair enough spread on your currency pairs. So at a certain point in time, all right, so at a certain point in time, which will be 5, 6, after 5, after 6, all right, the spreads in the market go crazy. So you would see after that time, like let's say around 7, after 7, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock going, you would see the spreads drop drastically, right? So it dropped drastically. All right, so something I was thinking there. Let's go back to Traders Way. I saw something to show you guys. Let's hope that I can find it back. All right. Let me see. Hope that I could find it back. All right. So don't forget you can trade crypto with Traders Way. Something I saw here with a very high spread. So let me show you guys this thing. There is something GBP NOKI. Watch this spread, is 4 something, and we are going to take a trade on it. A 1 cent trade, and we're going to sell it. They're going to put me in about $4 loss. Look, $4 loss automatically on a 1 cent trade. All right, so that is practically about 45 pips. They put me in loss. So if I take a whole standard lot, if I take one lot trade on this, one standard lot trade, they're gonna put me in about $400 loss automatically. All right, because of the spread. The spread is tremendously high. Okay, 400 and something dollars loss. So I hope this educate you guys on look out for the spreads in the market. All right. All right, so have a blessed one, and I hope this video helps. Papa, yo, a closing profit. All right. Oh, okay. Traders, FX choice. I believe I run through FX choice spread. So they offer very high spreads as well. All right. So you see how some of those spreads are ridiculous at this time.